Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, gonna be talking about the San Francisco 49ers yet again, doing another top 3 video. This time, talking about the 3 things that the 49ers need to improve from 2018 and bring it on to 2019, because these are things that really hampered the Niners last year in 2018. That's why we ended up 4-12. So hopefully they make these improvements from the things that they struggled last year and bring it on to next year. That'd be fantastic right there. You know, I feel so pumped to make more videos. I don't know why. Maybe because I had a lack of videos when I was on vacation. I just had the urge of making it right now. So this is another video, second consecutive day with another video content for you guys. And I hope you guys have been enjoying it. Hopefully I don't spam you guys with a lot of videos. I try to space it out to give you guys some breathing room. I don't want to put a video out every single day. I think that'd be a little too much if I did that. Probably the few times that I do make a video every day, maybe until Friday, and then I'll take a break on the weekend and come back on Monday. That's my plan right now. There you have it right there. Excited to make some videos. I hope you guys are excited to listen to me. Let's get into it. But before I do, please like and subscribe to support my channel. That would definitely help me out a lot. And yeah, let's get into it. The top 3 things the 49ers need to improve for 2019. Coming in at number 3 is closing out games. Now, there's a lot of games this year for the 49ers that they could have won had they been able to close the deal, and maybe we would have went 9-7 or 10-6, which I predicted that they could go in 2018. I mean, there's a couple of games I can mention right now. Arizona Cardinals game, second time. The New York Giants, even the Chicago Bears. We had a chance to beat the Bears, and that would have been a statement win right there, in my opinion, because that could have been a really good win, beating Khalil Mack and company right there. But, you know, we ended up losing kind of last second, whatever. But, yeah, that's 3 games we could have won right there. And also some other games that I can mention, the Packers and Chargers game. We could have won those games as well. If they just would have closed out the game and not choke and not give away the lead, then we could have been a lot better shape and maybe make the playoffs somewhat, because I thought the NFC was pretty weak this year in terms of win-loss percentages for every team. So this was a very, very capable season, but unfortunately a lot of things have happened. The defense collapsing, offensively, wrong turnovers at the wrong time, not making big plays. I think that really affected this team. Closing out games, if they can do that with Jimmy Garoppolo as the quarterback in 2019, then they could have a much better record. They could probably go 11-5 or 12-4. Just close out games. That's all you have to do, and you will have a much better record. That's why we are perceived in the media as one of the worst teams in the NFL. But, you know, if you're a 49er fan, you know that they could be better than 4-12, and I definitely know that for sure. If they can close out games in 2019, then we will fare much better shape and hopefully make the playoffs. That's our biggest goal for 2019. Coming in at number 2 is red zone touchdowns. They need to score more touchdowns in the red zone, execute the ball, throw it all the way down the end zone, and score some more points. I mean, that's a pretty obvious thing to say right there, but the 49ers for the past couple of years, they have struggled to do that. Even when Jimmy Garoppolo was the quarterback for the last 5 games of 2017 and part of 2018 for the first 3 starts, he was struggling a little bit to get the ball in the end zone to score 6 points and always had to settle for a field goal with Robbie Gould. By the way, San Francisco, please sign this man as soon as possible. But yeah, I don't like settling for field goals as much as possible. If we can score more touchdowns, I prefer that, and I'm pretty sure all you guys in San Francisco prefer that as well. And that's probably why we've been losing a lot of games as well. Not just not being able to close out games, but not being able to score, get into the red zone, and put the ball in the end zone. That's a big problem right there. I'm looking at the statistics right here. We are dead last in scoring touchdowns in the red zone percentage. We are about 41%. That is ranked dead last, 32nd in the NFL in terms of that. That's a thing that they need to improve the most. If we could score more touchdowns like that, we would be a high-powered offense, and that's what Kyle Shanahan's offense is. They're supposed to be high-powered, a lot of running game, a lot of play action, a lot of throwing the ball down the field, having a big receiver like Julio Jones. If we could have someone like him, that's what Shanahan's about. And, you know, we haven't been doing that for the past couple of years. Maybe it's because we don't have the right personnel. Maybe it's just we don't make the right plays. I don't know, but we got to score more touchdowns in the red zone, and they could do that, then this offense would be much better, and Kyle Shanahan can look like the genius that he is, because he's still a very good coach offensively. It's just, I don't know, execution hasn't been the best. They can work on that. They can put the ball in the end zone more in the red zone. Then I think this offense is going to fare much better, and it'll give the defense more confidence as well. Finally, coming in at number 1 as the biggest thing the 49ers need to improve for 2019 is everything on defense. Yes, all you guys know how the defense was in 2018. It was putrid. It was terrible. The only good games I can see the 49ers having defensively all year long was the game against the Vikings week 1 and the game against the Raiders Thursday Night Football. But other than that, a lot of choke jobs, lack of pressure, lack of interceptions, lack of making plays on the defensive side of the ball. It was pretty bad, and really, that's why I always stress the edge rusher position in our 49er draft needs and what have you, because no pressure, no nothing. I mean, I guess the exception is the Kansas City Chiefs, where they actually led the league in sacks, but they can't do anything in the secondary. So that's an exception right there. But other than that, if you have a good edge rusher, if you have good defensive pressure, then everything can work out fine in the backfield and what have you. I mean, you got Richard Sherman, for crying out loud. He can do almost anything in the cornerback position. And assuming that they can get good pieces like Earl Thomas, maybe DeMarcus Lawrence from the Dallas Cowboys if they let him go or something like that. And there's also the draft that you can go to. You can go get Nick Bosa if the Cardinals pick somebody else, or maybe Josh Allen from Kentucky. There's a lot of options this year for pass rushers, and the 49ers, John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan, they really need to hit the nail on the head on this one. If they do not, then it's going to be a terrible defense, and Robert Salah is probably going to get canned middle of the season, and they're going to take some heat definitely by both organization and the fan base, because we've been patient for the past 2 years. We've kind of given them a pass just a little bit just because of the fact that we've had a lot of injuries. When your star quarterback gets out in week 3 last year, it's going to suck right there. Year 3, we got to start winning, in my opinion, and if they do not win in 2019, then I think they're going to be taking some heat. Maybe by year 4, if they don't do well, which I hope they do fantastic by 2019, but if they do not do well this year and next year, they're probably going to get canned for the most part. I'm not wishing upon that for Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, because I love these dudes. I think they have the right mindset going on for this organization, and I hope in 2019 they can put it all together, and it starts with the defense. So yeah, going to keep it like that, you guys. Please let me know what you think the 49ers need to improve upon in 2019. Please, I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys like this, please like and subscribe to support my channel. That would definitely help me a lot. And yeah, I'll probably catch you guys up tomorrow when I talk about free agency needs yet again. Want to go back into that. I'll catch y'all then. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your day / night. Go Niners!